Yes, Unnati, you can continue.
Hello everyone. My name is Vinati Agarwal. I've completed my graduation in BCom honors from Calcutta University in 2020, and I have 3 months of experience as an intern in business development and market research in Crest Leading India, which was an e-learning platform which provides different courses. So yeah.
Hello.
Ma'am, please unmute.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, Unnati's introduction is over.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So she's available for full time. Unnati, you are available for full time.
Yes, I'm available for the 2 months internship, and I can do like 9 hours job.
Okay. Okay. All right. Who? I think there's one more person, right? Left for the introduction. Mirza's introduction is over.
Ma'am, I think mine is remaining. Smriti Pradhan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Smriti Pradhan. Yes, yes, please continue, Smriti.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name's Smriti. I most recently completed my MBA in Marketing and Human Resource from Sikkim Manipal, and while and about the work experience, I started working as a digital marketing intern at Gautech, and then I was sort of working as a team lead, and then I got promoted to operations manager as well. So I do have and before that I was doing some internships in the marketing field. I think because marketing is something that I'm really interested in, just because I get to like talk to people a lot and just sort of uh, be able to provide value in terms of what they need. That's how I like so yeah, I think that's it, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or in
Yes.
specific experience that you would like to share of any past project, any internship?
Yeah, sure. So last year I've also worked with ISAC. I was the B2 team leader for marketing group with ISAC in Sikkim, and through that I actually got an opportunity to work as the vice president of marketing in Youth Speak Forum last year. And yeah, I mean that it was basically a sort of like an e-summit where we had people from all around, like students and young people from India who were participating, and we had uh, like our team, we organized that event. Was very successful because we had like great speakers like Nikhil Kamath, even Sanjana Sanghi joined us last year. Great speakers. It was really interesting to be a part, learn from them as well, learn from the speakers, and just just enjoy that time. And yes, ma'am, I think that was one of something that's in the back of my head at the moment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Right. So we've finished everyone's introduction, right? Ishmanpreet?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I will quickly now give a brief introduction of the organization that we represent and the project which we have in hand for you all to be involved with. So to begin, we represent Concept Research Media. This is a diversified firm incorporated by the IITians in the year 2010. That's when the first company called Concept Green Energy, which is an engineering consultancy firm, was incorporated. And this company is headquartered in Delhi, though we have operations pan-India and even international operations in market research, as well as our infra and Green, the other two companies. So yeah, so this company was incorporated in 2010 and primarily engineering consultancy related projects. So projects where we used to work in the core sector, providing consultancy services, providing feasibility reports development, DPRs, detailed design, for power projects, for any infrastructure related projects. These kind of projects are undertaken in the Concept Green Energy vertical. Then we have another company called Concept Infracon Private Limited. This was incorporated the very next year, that is in 2011. And this was incorporated with the objective of undertaking the infra development work. So while we were involved with certain clients where we were doing their, designing of projects and detailing, preparing their DPRs, etc., they also wanted us to get involved in the construction part of it. So we as EPC contractors and as as a company undertaking the development of these power projects, we've been part of multiple such projects where we have been involved in construction and real estate development. We've been involved in construction of Japanese condominiums in Southeast Asian countries like Laos, and then we have been involved in many infrastructure related ongoing projects, even many ASI, government projects. Sites are still going on currently across India. So lots of work in the space of monument restoration, roads, bridges, dams, etc. is undertaken in the Concept Infracon vertical. Apart from that, the third company is Concept Research Media Tech and Info Solution, which is into market research vertical, the services side. This was incorporated in 2012. And I am primarily from the core market research domain. I had, after my MBA, I had started my career as a research, executive with the Indian Market Research Bureau in 2005. And then I continued, the current name of this organization is Kantar. So I continued there for about 5-6 years and then moved to another global research company called EvalueServe. And then in 2012, we incorporated our own firm where we started undertaking lots of work from these big fours, Kantar, Nielsen, etc. used to outsource many research projects. And now we take end-to-end projects as well as execute their projects as well. So this is primarily about the background. You can always go and visit the website of the company for better understanding. So we are a dynamic team of people from, good institutions, and we've been in this space since 2010. And we have offices across different cities. We have another regional office in Gorakhpur. We have office in Pune. We have office in Delhi, in many other cities, because as I already said that we have other verticals also. So we leverage, the guest houses and other infrastructures of the sister concerns as well. So this way we have presence pan-India, and we are therefore are capable of undertaking projects across India. Now, market research project typically is all and mostly based on the quality of input that you are able to gather. So our focus is on our resources, people like you, who can add value to each project by understanding the importance of the task that we undertake and doing it to the best of your sincerity. Right? Because research finally is nothing but, connecting with people, the stakeholders of that particular project, and getting their opinion, their ideas, their information, seeking those things from them and capturing it in a proper manner. So in the current project, we are undertaking a project for a US-based giant, which is into the food space. So they are into food ingredient manufacturing, and they want to expand their operations in India. They have set up multiple plants here, and they would want to be listed as top suppliers of these ingredients across the food category, across companies which use these ingredients for manufacturing many other food products, the end products like cereals or snacks or meals, etc. So we have whole category of 8, 10, 12 food ingredients. So if I were to tell you the names of these categories, so bakery would be one, chocolate and sugar confectionery, snack and cereals, sweet spread, sauces, dressings, condiments, cooking ingredients and meals, dairy, then ice cream and frozen desserts, health and nutrition, beverages, processed meat and alternatives, processed fruit and vegetables, pet food, textile and paper, etc. These are multiple verticals that we have. Now, across each of these verticals, there are multiple manufacturing companies which are in India. Now, each of these companies for their production require a lot of raw materials. And these are the raw materials which the end client for which we are doing this project is a key supplier of. So he therefore wants to reach out to the top conglomerates, the top manufacturing companies of India, which require these, and they want to understand what is the process of vendor selection followed by these companies, and how they can basically pitch, and they can get in the consideration set of being a preferred supplier for these companies. So therefore the study objective here would be to reach out to close to 250 companies across each of these categories which I just talked about. So we'll probably do about 30, 40, 50 companies across each of these categories. And we will check with them as to who are their current suppliers, what volumes are they consuming, and how they are going about selecting their vendors, and what are their pain points. And if somebody else has to enter that space, then what should be their unique proposition, unique offerings. So these would be the main things which the client wants to understand through this research. And the methodology is a B2B semi-structured methodology where we have a structured questionnaire already prepared. And that questionnaire has to be administered to people who would know the answers to the questions that we have in the questionnaire. So like people who are in the purchase department, people who are in the production department or operations, or top management people, senior vice presidents, GMs, etc., or people in the R&D departments, and likewise. So see, therefore, your key area of responsibility is going to, reach out, is going to plan this entire thing. At the end of the day, what we need is 250 complete surveys across the qualified companies. That by qualified, we mean we have a list of these companies, and we can even add some more which are not already listed there. But yeah, we have an indicative list of those companies. We need to approach these companies and get the required information that I just talked about from them, right? So this is primarily what needs to happen. We are free to do a telephonic discussion with them. We are free to do a face-to-face methodology, whatever works. We are perfectly fine with the methodology. But the only idea is that we need to collect that information, record it nicely, and then probably, enter it in the Excel. We'll have a format where to Excel, and then share. Then there will be a back check team, which will again call them up and do a back check or check if, all of these responses are qualified or not, or correct or not. So this is going to be the entire process. This is one such project. There are multiple other projects. There are some project which requires understanding of designing the research instrument, which is the questionnaire, how questionnaires are written, how discussion guides are prepared, how databases are built, how project planning happens, how proposals are written, how methodologies are formed. All of that will try and involve you as much as possible across different projects, and will try and give you exposure to many of these, depending upon the kind of productivity one brings in and depending upon the key skills that each one of you have, right? So for now, from my side, this was the basic introduction. The main role is going to be the primary data collection. Now, how that has to happen is going to be, your call. You can, we will definitely help you, assist you, guide you. There will be a detailed training that we have planned where we'll have the end client also there present. For the training, they would like to, witness and add their inputs also. So we'll do a detailed training of this project as to how you will approach, how will you identify right people, how will you approach them, what should be your pitch, what are the key questions that you need to ask to qualify them as right people, and then what are the detailed questions that you need to ask to capture the, to meet the research objective and business objective of our project. So all of that will happen day after tomorrow, probably tentatively 11:30 would be the time. And it should be about 1.5 hours exercise, 1.5 hour to 2 hour maybe training session. So we'll share the invite and I think Ishmanpreet will coordinate that accordingly. But before that, we'll have to finish a few things. One is, get your documents in place. Once we receive all your documents, please try and send it by end of day today. So that once we have all your documents, tomorrow morning, Ishmanpreet can share the questionnaire, the screener and the main questionnaire with you guys, and you guys can go through it once. We will connect for a brief call tomorrow once again. And in that call, you can ask me specific questions with respect to this particular project. And then we will have a detailed briefing session day after tomorrow. And from Monday, we will start the project. We will start connecting with these people and, reaching out to them and try and complete our surveys, right? So 250 survey needs to be done in a span of say 20 days. So we'll have to do a backward planning and accordingly try and achieve the desired numbers each day, right? So, yeah, so, and we'll also tell you, I'm sure there will be people who will be asking a question as to why they should participate, etc. So how do you have to handle those questions and concerns? All of that will be discussed in detail, maybe tomorrow or in the next session. Harshit, you have any question?
Yes, ma'am. I actually have 3 questions. Like
Yes,
initially, what will be the selection criteria for this internship? And second will be like if I'll be promoted to a permanent employee. So what will be the annual CTC? And the third question is like whether it will be a permanent work from home opportunity or till this epidemic ends.
Okay. So Harshit, what was your first question?
Like what is the selection criteria for
selection criteria? Yeah, so selection criteria, very honestly, is that, see, we have requirement of many full-time resources. So first preference would be given to people who are looking at full-time opportunity, because by this project, they will be trained. They'll spend about 2 months of internship and then they'll have hands-on experience and then they can directly be, sort of absorbed in the company. So obviously that's one preference, along with the, the skills that is required. So what kind of performance you showcase in that, in the ongoing project, because that's more or less going to be the nature of most of the other projects. Just that in the next project onwards, you might have team, handling capabilities, etc. You'll have people under you and things like those, which will keep progressing with every project that you complete and you accumulate so much more learning. right? So there will be selection criteria. Evaluating, we'll look at your profile, we'll look at the past experiences that you have had, and try and gauge whether your profile is in sync with what is our requirement in terms of this particular project and in terms of the long-term engagement with the organization. So that's more or less it is. And once we have a look at number of applicants and gradings as per their qualification, experience, etc., then I think Vishwanpreet will be in a position to take a call as to who would be the most relevant fit. See, the idea is that we'll have to pick up about 15 people. So we'll have to see which are the best fit. And I'm sure there'll be some people who will drop out in the process, etc. So we'll have some backups also. And might so happen we'll have the initial 1 week as the probation period for people to sort of take a feel, understand, etc., and for us also to understand. So all that will happen. And the second question you had was the permanent thing once happens, then we will take a call, Harshit. That is very difficult right now to say, because we have different people here of different profile. There are few people who are work experience with certain work experience. There are some who are graduates. There are some who are postgraduates with work experience, etc. So there is a structure that we have, internal organization structure. So depending upon your profile and fitment with the level that you fit in most, we have different hierarchies. Like you have the joining freshers who are MBAs without any experience will join as a market research trainee for the initial 1 year. Then after trainee, you become market research executive. Then you become a senior market research executive the very next year. And then you become research managers and like that. So there's a whole hierarchy, and that depends on the kind of work experience you have, the education qualifications you hold, and obviously your performance on the job. So these are what. Anything else that you asked and I missed?
Yes, ma'am. The last question was whether it will be a permanent WFH opportunity, or it is going to, like, after some time we have to join office.
No. So this can continue as a work from home opportunity, even in long term, because see, as I told you, the nature of our work permits us to work from different locations. Only it should be that we should be confident of the person, because as I said, every opportunity comes with a lot of responsibility also. So while
Yes.
we opportunity of working from home at our convenience, etc., we'll have to ensure that we are able to manage ourselves professionally. We are available to the organization whenever required, etc. So if those things are in place, then I don't think working from here or from offices is going to be any criteria. We can continue to work from home.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Anything else, anyone?
Hello,
Yes, please.
ma'am, is there any resource requirement from the candidate side?
Is there any what?
Resources like internet connection or like a laptop and something.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah.
So without,
So could you?
if you all are
So yeah,
working,
can you please clear like?
so you will need to have a very
Yeah.
stable broadband connection. You will need to have, it could be a laptop, it could be a desktop, but you will need to have, right? Because it's a work from home opportunity, and we expect you to work 6 days a week and 9 to 6 is the work timing. Then for you to make yourself available, it's the basic requirement that you have a PC with a stable internet connection. You are available during business hours.
Okay, and so ma'am, do you have any kind of a ERP or like how will be having like we will be connected?
Yes, we'll share all those details once you are inducted into the system. So depending upon project you are assigned, you will be given the entire process of how do you engage, how do you start, how do you end your day, etc. All of that will be.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Anything else, anyone? Right. So Ishmanpreet, now your action is to basically, get in touch with, I don't think you need to get in touch, but everyone who was on call today and has not submitted their documents or has partially submitted their documents along with your resume, please submit all your academic documents. So Ishmanpreet, you can maybe share the list of the documents that they require to submit, both for people with work experience and without work experience here, right? So try and all of these today, and once we receive these, then let's have a call tomorrow, Ishmanpreet, to finalize, and we will have another call again tomorrow to give them next level of understanding and briefing, and we'll also tomorrow plan for the training session which is going to happen on Friday. Right, and then the official internship will start from Monday, and with 1 week's probation, and this will be a monthly internship, which can be renewed, up to 2 months, or even can be extended depending upon your performances. And stipend, I think everyone is clear that we have a fixed stipend of 12,000 rupees. However, for for performances which are beyond expectations, we will definitely have certain incentives also to keep the team motivated. So all of that will be shared in due course depending upon how the project progresses, right?
Ma'am, after document submission, what is the next step?
After documentation, once the documentation happens, then we will internally have a look at the number of applicants that we have and the availability that we have, and we'll try and do the shortlisting exercise where we'll shortlist the first lot of say 15 people, and maybe another 5-7 people as the wait list guys. See, as I told you, we have multiple projects going on. So this project is, this recruitment was specifically for one particular project. However, if we find that there are more applicants and they are suitable and can be, engaged with on the other projects, then maybe, we can even look at hiring more than 15 people and engage you guys on the other projects. So all that internal planning, discussion, etc., will happen between the HR team and the business teams. And then I think tomorrow, day after, we'll keep connected through our these regular calls that we are conducting, where we'll be briefing you on the next steps. Right. So as of now, the next step is your documentation. Then tomorrow, again, a little bit more about the project and general query handling, and planning for day after tomorrow's briefing, detailed team briefing.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Okay, Ishmanpreet, can we conclude this?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for taking out your time and sharing your introduction. It was wonderful meeting you all, and wish you all very, very, very best. And let's hope to work together. Yeah. Thank you.
Ma'am.
Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.